Welcome everybody to our first Minion Masters tutorial. This tutorial is aimed at new people for the game that are just starting out and are struggling to find their way into this game and are looking for a good deck to start off and and how to play the game correctly. We're going to take a look at the deck made by Super Poor Boy. Place 11 in the top 20 at the moment with exactly this deck, only using cards that you get for free from the start of the game. So yeah, we're going to talk about this deck and how you're going to play it and what do you need to look out for if you're going to build a deck yourself and how you're going to handle yourself. So yeah, there's 4 things that you need to watch out for when you build a deck. First, you need to be able to counter a Cleaver or Rammer. Those are potentially big damage sources for your hero, so you need to be able to protect yourself without taking too much damage. Best way to kill a Cleaver or a Rammer is a Cleaver yourself. Cleaver clears a Rammer really fast, does 300 damage, and is thus a really good card to clear the Rammers or damage them heavily before they reach your face and do too much damage. Next card we have for that is Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt destroys one random enemy minion or building. That will help you a lot against those Rammers and Cleavers as well. Just be aware that it targets a random unit. So if the Rammer or Cleaver is alone, all good. If he's not, this is a gamble. Second of all, you need to be able to clear big things like a red Golem, blue Golem, Colossus. For those, again, we have the Lightning Bolt that obviously clears a random minion. That can even be a red Golem for 9 mana. After that, we have the Dragon Whelp. That's an air unit. Those big units cannot hit the air. They're big, chunky units. Putting in a Dragon Whelp on top of them and protecting that Whelp will do a lot of damage to them and potentially kill them. Cleaver, always good to finish it as well with 300 damage. And otherwise, you just have to counter them with small stuff and, kite them around. But I strongly advise you to try to use Lightning Bolt or Dragon Whelp. And the last thing you need to watch out for to counter is swarm decks. You need to be able to deal with huge masses of minions. In this deck, we have the Plasma, the Annihilator, that does AoE damage and explosion. We have the Grenadier that throws grenades that do AoE. And we have Fireball, an insanely strong AoE radius spell that does 150 damage. So, since we got all these 3 things answered, this deck is good to go. We have a good hero to chip away at enemy minions, give our range units a little bit of extra range. That's good to go. One more thing you need to watch out for if you build your own deck, look for a win condition. Be able to finish off your opponent. That can be a spell that can go face, or a big unit that can do a lot of damage. Rammer, Cleaver, Golems, etc. So, we're going to check out a few gameplays of Super Poor Boy, and I'm going to talk you through how to counter the decks that we play against and what you should look out for. We have 4 replays for you saved up, and we're going to start with the Swarm deck. We're going to play against a Swarm deck that plays the red Golem. Try to figure out the opponent as soon as you see him. See what he will play, see what you need to do to counter him. There's going to be a Ratbo, that means you can expect Swarm. So have your Grenadier and Annihilator ready to answer the Swarm. At the start of a game, do not senseless spawn units. You want to be able to counter the enemy deck better than he is. You want to be able to counter the enemy units. So save up your mana and then use your mana more efficiently than he does. That should be always your goal as a starter. If you play different decks, this might change. But for this deck, we're going to go for the value game. We try to trade as valuable as we can and control the bridges, and by slowly chunking down the enemy hero. We don't want to run over mana. We don't want to reach the 10 mana and go above. That's why we just spawn Plasma Marines. We are forced to spawn it. So now, we do need to support Plasma Marines, Grenadiers, and Annihilators. Always support them and give them something that can tank for them, because they don't have much HP, but they are able to dish out a lot of damage. So we use our AoE cards against swarms and try to hold bridges. Use your hero as your HP as a resource. You are fine with taking a little bit of damage. You don't need to answer every single card. Things like this. Look about how to counter it. Cleaver, bad counter. Whelp, really bad counter. It's gonna get shot down by the Plasma Marines. We have already a Plasma Marine on the field, so protect it. Put a tank in front of it that can do a lot of damage. And protect your valuable DPS classes. That's a Grenadier and Plasma Marines. Protect those. Try to protect them as much as you can. This swarm is gonna get wrecked by all your AoE. So, if we are fine, if we are able to save that mana, we should do so. We do so by, having all those bridges, so now we have no need to answer. This is a Red Golem. Red Golem has all the HP that the enemy is missing. That means that one would have 1,900 health, about. So we instantly lose Lightning Bolt. Try to kill it as fast as you can, because that thing is really, really dangerous. One thing, if you have the option to it, clear the scrap first, so it's not a 50-50 chance, but a 100% kill on the Red Golem. If you're able to do so, try it. If you can't, the 50-50 is fine. So yeah, again, we're not forced to play anything right now. We're in a good position. We have both bridges, we're getting the experience advantage, and we just need to watch out for the Red Golem. Now we counter his minions greater than he plays ours, and by that we should win the game normally. Now we're looking for a way to finish the game right now. She is at 890 health. The problem is, if we give her enough time to spawn a second Red Golem, we might not be so lucky. So now, this is the moment when she is about lower than 1,500 HP. This is the moment we push. This is the moment we try to finish the enemy off. That means we have to try to get our big minions on the field and go for lethal. So we have a Cleaver here, and we're going to try to support it as much as we can. A really, really valuable move here. You see the red imps, the blood imps, they take damage and give it up to your hero. Any damage they take, you will take as a hero yourself. So that means if you can do 1,000 damage to one blood imp, you're gonna take 1,000 damage to your hero. Shooting a fireball on 4 of these is 600 damage. This is really, really valuable and gets her really low. The heal puff needs to get out taken quickly. You cannot let this stay up. If this heals up and she's gonna regain her health, this Red Golem will kill us. You see, our options are limited now. Lightning Bolt, not able to use. 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. That's gonna be a 25% chance to hit the right one. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of the healing and then deal with the Red Golem. Or you go for the race. We kill the heal puff, and now our only option is either we Lightning Bolt or we go for the race. Either we support our warrior and go for the last 200 health, or we fight him. The option seems slim. He spawned units here. We don't have the mana to Lightning Bolt. He's gonna put up more units. Lightning Bolt is out of option. The right decision here is go face, take those last 200 energy health. And as you know, we have Fireball in our deck. So Fireball is able to do 150 damage. Now we know this. She's 120 HP. She can't have another heal puff. We just cycle as fast as we can with the cheapest units that we have to cycle for Fireball and use Fireball as fast as we can on her. And that way we win the game. So yeah, notice the switch that we had to do. We had to switch from controlling the matchup and playing smart to rushing her face and doing as much damage as we can. Be aware of that and do find that option against swarm decks. The next deck is a face deck. A face deck is really, really dangerous. These face decks are built about huge minions and putting Rampage on them, increasing their damage by 100%. You are not allowed to be out of mana if those things hit you. You need to be able to answer them smartly. That's why, again, we save our mana. We try to not waste any, so Anything about 10 we get rid of. But yeah. Now we need to really watch out for this. We know Miss Perfect, she's in the leaderboard top 20, and we know she plays the face deck. The way to win against the face deck is to not let them build up their huge unstoppable attack, and she will try to do that. So if you see a Cleaver for 6 mana and have the 4 mana answer on it on the field or on your hand, instant lightning bolt. Anything that's cost more than 4 mana, instant lightning bolt. Pretty much always a good option. Now, be ready to answer the big minions that she will push out. Here we go, that's a succubus. She will jump back every time you hit her with melee attack. Now, we cannot, at the moment, kill this with the minions that we have right here. There's no point about spawning something here in the front. You will die. Those minions are buffed up. She will do 100 damage each shot. Play this smart, guys. Do not waste your resources. The resources should be used smartly here. In this case, we will not be able to fight him straight on. She will be stronger and she will kill us. That's why we need to let her hit the face, and as soon as she targets the hero, then we counter her. That's why we watch out. We don't want to overflow in mana, so we spend our overflowing mana on the bottom lane just to start an attack ourselves and wait for them to hit the face. Now that they hit the face, we're able to answer them because our units won't take so much damage. Now we can use cards to actually clear it. Cleaver is always a good option against a succubus. Cleaver will one-shot any succubus, so if you have that one for her, always play it. Cleaver is your number one counter to these kind of rush decks. Again, we are no need to play cards. This one will kill any card that we spawn out. We can take 50 damage to make a more potential better play. We wait for him to target our hero, then we play. That's a smart choice. We lose no resources, we only took 1 hit, and we have the mana advantage. We have both minions on the field. We can instant lightning bolt again, and we're still good on mana. And we're still able to answer everything that she will play against us. Again, 10 mana, we play something just so we don't overflow. We don't want to lose mana efficiency. You see her saving as well. She is building up a big attack, so we need to be ready for it. There it is. That's the buffed up succubus that is doing 100 damage. Do not try to melee her. A really, really important thing. I can't stress this enough. The problem is, against the succubus, if she gets hit by a melee unit, saying a dragon or a warrior, she will jump back and retarget. That is the key word here, retarget. She will die to normal ranged units, but if you hit her with a melee unit, she will jump back, focus your units, then walk slowly towards your hero after she killed everything and then hit your hero. So do not make the mistake to let her retarget. Do not attack her with a melee unit. Clear her with ranged units only. Or with a unit that can instantly kill her, like a Cleaver, that does 300 damage and is able to clear her this. And this seems like a bad play, but it is the right play. We did take a lot of damage, but we would have lost a lot of mana here if we were impatient, because she would have jumped back and 2-shot this, or 1-shot the dragon, or need 3 shots for the warrior. So this was a correct play. Save your mana, play it efficiently. Know the cards that the enemy is playing. Do not play into the enemy cards. Now, we are low, and we know she has a face deck. So now we need to make this attack count. We need to support it. That's why we put everything in this attack. We know 500 HP, we are on a countdown. Now, while this attack is strong enough, save up mana for the rest. Save up mana to support it with your spells. You know this is a potential kill. So now, we don't need more units in the back. We don't need another warrior here. We don't need an Annihilator. We need to be able to answer whatever she puts out here to make this units count and make more damage. So here we use our spells, the Fireball to clear the Annihilator and the Whirly Scrat, and thus giving us the win. She's on 100 HP. We know one more fireball will kill her. So just be able to not take any damage and then onto the fireball. Don't lose your cool though. We know we win this if we do not take any damage until we get the next fireball. Answer this smartly. Let this one get tanked. This one, the Cleaver, 300 damage, let it get tanked. Our options here: Plasma Marines, Annihilator, Warrior. The Annihilator will die instantly, thus getting no value. And, you know, for 5 mana, only buying 5 seconds is not enough. Warrior will survive, is an okay choice, or Plasma Marines, because he will only kill one. If we play those Plasma Marines, we buy ourselves 10 seconds, because he has to kill both, each taking 5 seconds. So that's our best option. We are trying to buy time. We are trying to get to the next fireball to end this game. Plasma Marines, best option. We are fine to put another one in there. We just need time. And we're fine with that. We know the card is coming that we want. This is the fireball. We bought the time, the Cleaver is hitting our face, all good. We use the cheapest card, the Dragon Whelp, that we can to cycle fast for this fireball because we really are scared of our life. We know, we spot the win condition and we go for it. And thus the fireball, making sure we win this game. Have a game plan like that ready. Know what your enemy is playing and have a game plan ready. Answer smartly and then see how you can win. Now, the next match is against a deck similar to hers. It's again a face deck, again with Rampage and this time with Settsu. So again, we need to not play the value game. We need to play the smart answer game. We need to watch out for the big attack that's going to come at us, and we need to be able to survive it, because those attacks with Rampage minions can be potentially fatal in a short amount of time. So we need to watch out for the lethal that could come at us, not about the value game. Now, we try to make this, we try to take both bridges here at the start, and supporting Plasma Marines, because they have such a high DPS, but the Warrior is insane. They are really safe behind it and will do a lot of damage, and it's generally a really good choice to put a Warrior in front of your Plasma Marines. Now, this is a really bad split up for us, but still we have the answers. We have Annihilator and the Grenadier, both potentially able to clear out those swarm minions. First one gets answered, no problem, we have another one. Play it smart, play only the minions that you know get the value. Now, we see our dragon be in danger, and we cannot save it. No problem, it's not so bad. We are not playing this on the value game. We are trying to stay alive. We try to not die. You see the rammer here coming. This is a potential initiator for a big attack. This one will chip away with a lot of damage. The best way in every game, you will see why, to answer a rammer is the Cleaver. Look at that. Dead instantly. That's the best way to do it. Now, be aware that, you know, we know now that this guy is playing a face deck. We need to be able to answer those rammers. He's playing rammers, and our best counter is the Cleaver. So even though if we get the Cleaver now, we will not play it. We will play it to the most efficiency that we can get, and that is kill the rammer. That's the Cleaver target in this game. We're gonna hold our Cleaver on the hand until we see a rammer and kill it, because we have potentially worse answers against the rammer if we don't have that one. There's a Cleaver, and we're gonna save it for the rammer. Great value here. Fireball, always a good card to clear out this big huge chunks of minions. Against Last Stand, it's a perfect card. So now again, you see, we could try to get more value from this attack, but we don't need to. We are scared of this guy's rush. We don't want to die to one of those big pushes. So we save our mana and play it smart. We could initiate our own attack, but we don't want to. We want to play smart and we want to survive. So we want to be able to answer the rammer. There it is. There you see the big attack coming. Plasma Marines in the back, tank in the front, Settsu jumping in, and if a Rampage hits on that, that's a lot of damage. So answer the rammer as fast as you can with a perfect Cleaver, and that one is going to do a lot of damage and save our asses. Here, again, protect your units. A warrior is a great protector for your DPS, Plasma Marines, and in this case, a low Cleaver. Use those cards to protect them and support each other. And yeah, that's how you play against rush decks. Play it smart. You don't need to force it. You can make a good counterattack happen. As you can see, those counterattacks can pack a lot of punch. But do not waste your resources. Have answers ready. If you're running out of mana and get into a backward position, you are done for. And again, the only danger that we have is the rammers and a big attack. So we save the Cleaver, we answer stuff with other cards. And we know he is on 185 HP. So as soon as we get 35 more damage, the Fireball wins us the game. So we try to get that in. Fireball is instantly done. We win the game. Answer smart, answer what the enemy plays, and do not initiate the attack yourself. Make your counter pushes strong, do not waste resources. And now, the last deck that we have is a control matchup. That way we have, that way we took a look at all the matchups that we should normally get in the current meta, and the control matchup is playing another Stormbringer. So this is going to be a value game. You need to be able to play as valuable as you can. Try to make sure you have the upper hand in experience, because this might take a longer while. To gain the upper hand experience and the bridge control, try to play your units as valuable as you can. Try not to waste your mana. You need to get the value from your minions. Now, Cleaver answer. We don't have anything here. We could have tanked this one with these. We could have taken 300 less damage, but then we didn't have enough damage to clear the rammer faster. So having something more on the board here is a fine decision. We could have taken those. Both ways are okay. Now, we're starting to get behind on experience. We don't want to get too far behind, so now we're actually forced to use up all our mana to get those bridges. We need to watch out that we don't fall in behind an experience. That's the only reason you should try to go on the board. Play either a counterplay, or if you're behind on experience and bridges, take the bridges. That's the only reason you should play cards with this deck. Now again, we need to look out for the best option that we have and the most value game that we can play here. Definitely a good choice here. That one was low already, and it's unfortunate that the warrior focused these two, but we were hoping that it focused the hero and the plasma marines would kill it while doing that, but worked out this way. Again, rammer, we know he has it, and the best and only option for us here is play the Cleaver turret. Have that one ready. This Cleaver's only goal in this game is gonna be clearing the rammer. And we notice he plays a little bit more face deck, so now we try to protect our face, try to avoid 300 extra damage, and have a tank in the front again. Protect our units as much as we can. And yeah, so our win condition here is going to be reaching level 3 or maybe Manafrenzy faster than him and playing our cards smarter than he does. So Again, a good way to spawn minions is behind the hero. Let the hero tank the first shot or the first hit. Again here as well, and get the value game. We need the value on the board. We are still fine with our HP. He will not be able to rush it. Rammer coming in. Our answer, Cleaver. Exactly. Have that one ready, otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. One more thing about ranged minions pushing you. Do not spawn minions too early. Those ranged minions will shoot. So let them wait until they come in. Wait until they are in your half of the map and spawn a warrior in front of them or in between them, so that he doesn't have to walk towards them. Maximize or minimize the damage that he will take. So don't just see Plasma Marines spawned here. Okay, warrior good counter, spawn. Wait for them to pass over it. They're here, they're in melee range. Now I spawn the warrior in between them. That's how you play it. Again, Cleaver might look like a good attack, but we do not want to use Cleaver as an attack unit. This is our lifesaver. This is the one that makes sure that we don't die. Here's the enemy Cleaver. Buy time. 50% chance, good. Protect the units that you value most. If the Annihilator in this deck is the card that you value most, because it's such a great card, play cheap minions in front of it. Warrior, Plasma Marines, protect it. Make sure those big minions don't die for nothing. And yeah, again, Rammer, but we have the answer, we know it. Swarm, we have another answer. We have the Grenadier, and that's what we're gonna answer. Or Fireball, both are great answers. And make sure you have something in front of these. They need to be protected. So yeah, that's basically how you play the control game. Play for the value games, play it smarter than the opponent, and do not lose the experience match. Try to always stay in the experience match and try to play it smart. Value game, again, Lightning Bolt against the 6 mana card. Greatly played. So yeah, I hope this will help you guys to understand a little bit better how to play these cards and how to play the deck, and maybe you can make the next Super Pro Boy and go in the leaderboard with a deck made out of common cards. So, right now, you say, wait, Habit, you said we don't use Cleaver aggressively. What are you doing? Well, we are in a good position. We have a lot of mana, and we saw him using 4 mana here, 3 mana there, and they're both going to be really inefficient. That's 7 mana gone. And I can back this up. I back up this attack. Dragon Whelp, double Plasma Marines, and now we can spawn a Cleaver. We're in a really good spot. We can support this attack. We can wreak havoc. We might even be able to kill him. So that's a good point. We can actually, if we see him misplay and we know he has no mana to answer our stuff, if you see this option, that's a go. But be aware that he can use maybe a Cleaver or a smarter counter than you can. If you're able to have a bank of mana in the backhand, you're able to go aggressive, but do not overextend. And see, now those rammers, because we just used the Cleaver, that one got through, this one doesn't, because we cycled fast. We had so much mana in the bank, we could cycle so fast that the Cleaver was ready for his next attack. So if you have spare mana on way too much and already have an attack going, yeah. I'll support this attack with a fireball, have mana ready to spell, maybe spawns another valuable unit, maybe Cleaver would have respawned, we had lightning bolt ready, we're good to go. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps you.